Do miracles defy logic? David Hume's timeless challenge to faith and superstition. Welcome viewers to Positive Vortex, where ancient wisdom, deep philosophy, and the mystery of the cosmos come together. Have you ever stood in awe of a story, someone claiming a miracle, a divine sign, a supernatural moment that defies logic, and wondered, could this truly be real? What if I told you that one of the greatest minds in philosophy, David Hume, laid out an argument so precise, so intellectually devastating that it has shaken the foundations of religious belief and mystical testimony for centuries? Today, we dive into the core of that argument, not as an attack on spirituality, but as an awakening call to sharpen our reason, honor our curiosity, and question what it truly means for something to be miraculous. This isn't just a lesson in logic, it's a journey through superstition, poetry, psychology, deception, and the deepest corners of the human mind.
1. What is a miracle, really?
Before we challenge miracles, we must define them. David Hume, the great 18th century Scottish philosopher, describes a miracle as a violation of the laws of nature by a particular volition of the deity or by the interposition of some invisible agent. In simpler terms, a miracle is an event that could not possibly happen unless something supernatural intervened. It's not just rare. It's impossible under the normal order of things. For example, a man dies, he is buried, and 3 days later, he walks again. If this happens, something has shattered nature's script. But here's the issue. Our entire understanding of the world depends on nature being consistent. Water boils at 100 degrees. The earth rotates on its axis. Gravity doesn't stop because you wish it would. To believe in miracles, then, is to believe that, for one strange moment, the entire machinery of the universe paused for you.
2. Hume's radical test, the balance of probabilities.
How do we know whether a miracle actually occurred? Hume says, don't blindly believe. Don't merely trust emotion. Instead, weigh the evidence using reason. He offers a simple but profound method. Place two hypotheses on a scale of logic. That the miracle truly happened, defying the laws of nature. That the witness is mistaken, lying, or under a cognitive illusion. Ask yourself, which is more probable? Think of it like this. If your friend tells you he saw a dragon flying over Brisbane, what's more likely? That dragons exist and broke through every known biological law? Or that he was drunk, dreaming, or seeking attention? Even if this friend is honest, emotional, and sincere, the scale still tips toward natural explanation. And Hume argues, this is always the case.
3. The story of the boiling radiator, a human example.
To bring this down to earth, imagine this tale. An old man, not particularly religious, a man of clubs and poetry, once claimed he experienced a miracle. One night, his car overheated on a lonely road. As he opened the radiator cap, hot water gushed out. In fear, he cried, "Oh, Muhammad!" And miraculously, not a single drop scalded his face. He was untouched. From that moment on, he became a devotee of the Prophet and even wrote poetry in his honor. Heartwarming? Yes. Proof of divine intervention? Hume would say, not quite. Let's weigh it. Hypothesis A. Calling upon Muhammad altered the trajectory of boiling water. Hypothesis B. The man misperceived the situation, tired, intoxicated, emotional, and perhaps in awe of coincidence. Which is more likely? The second. Always the second. This isn't cynicism, this is critical thinking.
4. Why do people believe in miracles?
You might ask, if miracles aren't real, why do so many people believe in them? The answer lies deep in our psychology. Humans are storytelling creatures. We crave the extraordinary, the unknown, the divine. Wonder is the basis of worship, Thomas Carlyle. We love Harry Potter, the Matrix, and ancient myths, not because they are real, but because they elevate us. They let us feel there's more beyond the veil of this world. Now combine that love of wonder with emotional vulnerability, cultural expectation, peer pressure in religious settings, and the subconscious need for meaning, and you have the perfect storm for suggestibility. In a church, if someone yells that their tooth filling turned into gold, others, primed for miracles, may believe they've seen the same. The dim lighting, the fervent prayer, the heightened emotion. Miracles are often born in the perfect psychological theater.
5. The magician vs. the mystic.
A magician pulls a rabbit from a hat. We applaud. A priest says a statue cried. We kneel. But both are performing to an audience. The difference? The magician admits he uses illusion. The priest claims divine power. Yet Hume reminds us, the wise man proportions his belief to the evidence. It's not disrespectful to doubt, it's responsible, especially when the miraculous claims give power to people, religious leaders, cults, charlatans, who may use belief for manipulation.
6. Miracles across religions. Who's right?
Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and countless other traditions all claim miracles. But their claims often contradict. If Jesus rose from the dead, what of Muhammad's night journey? If Krishna lifted a mountain, what of Moses parting the Red Sea? They can't all be literally true. So, which miracle do we believe? For Hume, the very diversity of miracle claims undermines them. If thousands of groups each claim divine proof, and they can't all be right, maybe none are.
7. Cognitive biases and the mind's illusions.
Let's dig deeper into psychology. Confirmation bias. We remember the hits, forget the misses. The placebo effect. Belief can genuinely affect our biology. Social reinforcement. In groups, belief intensifies. Ever noticed miracles rarely happen in supermarkets, but often in temples? The setting matters. It shapes perception. A famous claim, during a service in a church, several worshippers said their silver fillings turned to gold. What's more likely? Divine metallurgy? Or a mix of dim lighting, psychological suggestion, and group hysteria? Again, logic chooses the natural explanation.
8. Modern miracles, fortune tellers, astrologers, and the cold read.
Today, miracle workers wear new costumes. Fortune tellers, psychics, YouTube prophets. They use a technique called cold reading, making general statements that feel personal. I sense the name George. Did someone close to you have chest pain? The client fills in the gaps. Their own mind completes the miracle. Uncle George died of a heart attack. How did you know? But the psychic never said it was your uncle. You did. They only planted a vague seed. Yet to the believer, it feels magical.
9. The lottery is not a miracle.
One final example. Say someone wins the Euro Millions with odds of 1 in 139 million. They feel blessed, chosen, touched by fate. But was it a miracle? No. It's statistical inevitability. In a sea of tickets, someone eventually wins. The point? Rarity is not impossibility. Astonishment is not proof. Reflections. What should we do with this knowledge? Should we become cold, heartless skeptics? No. Should we be cautious about belief systems that make extraordinary claims with no extraordinary evidence? Absolutely. The goal is not to destroy wonder, it is to channel it toward deeper truths, toward compassion, inquiry, empowerment. True awe comes not from surrendering our reason, but from using it to explore the cosmos, the mind, and the nature of reality itself.
The sacred power of doubt.
David Hume doesn't kill the divine. He refines it. He tells us that the real miracle is not water into wine or gold fillings or weeping statues. The real miracle is a mind that can question itself. A mind that can say, perhaps I am mistaken. Perhaps I have more to learn. Perhaps truth is not always dressed in robes and rituals, but in quiet reason and humble doubt. If this exploration stirred something in you, a question, a challenge, a sense of wonder, then join us at Positive Vortex. Like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. Drop a comment. Have you ever experienced something you thought was a miracle? And click the thanks button to support deeper, independent content. Together, let's seek not just what is believable, but what is true. Until next time, stay awake, stay wise. This is Positive Vortex.